Hey guys, LongHaul Larry, and this video has nothing to do with me really. It's not about me and everything. I know people are going to ask us stuff. I'm just going along with my recovery. I'm 3 weeks away from getting an x-ray and send that to the neurosurgeon. He'll take a look at it, make sure all the pins are in place and everything is healing the way it should be, and then we'll go from there. That's all I have in news tonight. I've actually been up here for the Uper house up here, and every once in a while I get somebody saying, ask me, what's the Uper? What's Uper? I don't know what the Uper is. Uper is a nickname for somebody who lives in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and so we just kind of nicknamed it the Uper house. But I've been up here for a couple days now by myself. Tracy had to run home, and I've been up here just chilling and relaxing. I actually went on to a Mayan marathon yesterday and watched a season and a half of Mayan. If you know what it is, it's about a motorcycle gang and stuff, and it's kind of like Sons of Anarchy. I can't even talk right now. Kind of like that. It's kind of a spin-off of that. I don't know. I got into it yesterday and sat on the couch and just watched that all day. I was a little bit sore from all the yard work we did and everything. Probably overdid a little bit. I wasn't picking up anything or nothing heavy or nothing, but there was, I was bending with my knees to go down and stuff to pick up a little stuff here and there and throw it on a pile, and little Tracy did all that work, but I was still sore. So I just vegged out, and it helped. My back was recovered good. Still working with PT and all that stuff. So to get on what this video is about, Tracy is going through, with her family members right now, are going through an issue right now. And she had to run home for a funeral. And this is kind of a heed to people, mechanics out there, to truck drivers, whatever. You change your own tires and stuff. You need to be careful. I've never really taken this a lot seriously, I guess. I know I get people have warned me about it, send me comments and stuff when they see me change the tires. Should have a tire cage and all that stuff. I don't know, I kind of have a procedure on it, and I kind of like go and seat the bead, and then I go and put some air on it, and then I do it, walk, go over, get a new insert, come back, put the insert into it, and usually by that timing, the kind of timing that I have in my head, it's usually around 40 pounds of pressure maybe, and it seems like it's a pretty safe level to me, and then I'll put this computerized autofill thing that the boss has there at ADL, and it automatically will fill the tire. You just preset it like 105 psi. It will automatically fill it up to that. You can go off and do whatever you want, get away from the tire, and then it will beep at you and tell you it's done. And then it constantly sits there and checks it, beeps, checks it, beeps, and it cannot overfill the tire. It's a pretty cool device. And I've heard of tires blowing and stuff. And Tracy's son-in-law, Tracy's daughter and her future son-in-law are getting married in like a month. I'll be going to that wedding and stuff. And if you guys don't remember him, like 3 videos ago or so, he came out and worked on my snowmobile trailer. That's Tracy's, she just calls him son-in-law because he's been in the family for a while and she knows him. He's a great kid. And they got a little 1-year-old. Boy, that little 1-year-old is an animal. And he is such a good dad. He's so patient with him. But he's a little monster. But he's a good guy. And he worked for a company that changed tires and everything else on semis and dump trucks and all this different agriculture, whatever stuff. And he was at work and he worked with his brother. And his brother was in one part of the different room in the shop, and he was changing multiple tires for a bigger customer they have, and they all kinds of tires lined up, and he was changing these tires over. And he, Tracy's son-in-law was not in that room. He was in a different shop working, and he said he heard a tire blow. And he didn't really think too much of it because he said it happens every once in a while there. And they use a tire cage. And he didn't really think too much about it until he heard some people screaming and stuff and yelling. And he went running in there. And it happened to be his brother. And he's going through a pretty horrific time right now. To seeing your own brother like that and having that picture, you know, I mean, he's got to live with that. And I talked to him about it, and I can't even imagine what he's going through at the moment. But he's making his way through. But we had to talk about when he was up here. He came up here to get away from this because it just happened, and I mean, he just needed some time. And so they came up here, and that's why I didn't video anything. And he just wanted to go out and just go fishing, and just, you know, because him and his brother love to go fishing together. And one of the places, I stayed with them, and all the girls, they went shopping and stuff, and I just kind of sat there with him, and then I didn't know if I wanted to talk to him about it or not. You know, I didn't want to bring it up to him and stuff. But then I just kind of put it out there that, you know, I know you wanted to get away from this, but I do have to say how sorry I am. It's just, when it happened, I just sat there thinking about it. I was up till probably about 3 a.m. just thinking about it and how horrible this was. And he opened up and started talking to me about it. He explained exactly how it happened to me. And he said that his brother was using the tire cage. And he did everything the way he was supposed to do. It just was a freak thing that happened. And he said that he put the tire in, he seated the bead, and then he put the tire in there and went to go fill it and everything, or had it in there, whatever, and was filling it. And he said he had it on there, and they got a system where it automatically fills it to the correct PSI. And he had put the insert in, and somebody else that was in the shop saw him, and he was sitting over at the bench, and it was filled. The tire was filled, and then he leave it in there just for a little bit. And he walked over to the bench and was getting a valve cap and everything, was sitting over a second. And he usually try to give it a little bit of time just in case something, you know. And he came walking over, put the valve cap on it and stuff. And he grabbed the tire and rolled it out of the cage. And he had done multiple tires, and he had them lined up against a wall, leaning up against a wall. And so he rolled it out of the cage, and as he was rolling it over there, the tire blew. I guess that the rim had damage on it that he didn't see or something. And the damage was down, and so when the tire blew, it came straight up and right into it. And it took him all the way across the shop. Tracy's son-in-law came in there when he heard the screaming and stuff, saw his brother there, and was over there holding his hand until the paramedics showed up. And they had talked to him and stuff and told him this was instant. He never even heard probably the boom when it blew. That's how fast it probably was. But it's such a tragedy. So I have gone on. I wasn't able to join the funeral and stuff. I wanted to be there, but with my back and stuff and the traveling, I just couldn't do it. And the drive back and down, the driving stuff kills me, the ride in the car. And so, and I talked to them guys about it and told them this, and they completely understood. But I decided that they had put together a Facebook thing where they're raising money for Tracy's son-in-law's brother. And the thing is, a young gentleman is just under 30 years old, and Tracy's known him for years, and he was just getting his life started, you know, going, and he was just on the right track. And she said he was just a great guy. And the really sad thing about it is he has a daughter that's only a couple months old, and he was supposed to actually, him and his girlfriend were getting married on New Year's Eve this year. Tracy's daughter and son-in-law here, future son-in-law, they're getting married in like a month, and his brother was actually going to be standing up in the wedding with him, and then vice versa and all this stuff. So it was kind of like a happy time of year, and then this big tragedy happened. So I have gone on here and actually put in a good sized donation. And I don't know why they have the amount so low. I'm going to send them a message, say maybe you need to raise this amount, because if you guys have that in your heart, young gentleman, and he's got a young child that he's left behind, and you want to donate and you want to help out a little bit, and you can go on there $5, $10, whatever you can afford. I mean, it would be so much appreciated. I want to blow this thing up. So if you guys want to do that, and plus also to share this. Oops, my battery's going low. To maybe share this on your social media. Can't talk. And put this out there, and let's see if we can blow this thing up. It's been such a sad thing about this. So if you guys actually scroll down, you're actually going to see my name in here, and latest donor and all this stuff. So I just want you guys to just think about this as a warning. If you do change truck tires, everything else, be very careful. I've never really thought about it too much. I know it happens. It's happened, but you never really kind of, have it firsthand. Now I know somebody that has, and it was just horrific. And it's just a really sad time right now. Tracy's actually on the way back up. It's Wednesday now, and the funeral was today, and she's actually on her way back up here. Peanut, what are you doing? And that's one of the reasons why I'm up here is because the kitty cats, they don't travel well. But she's on her way back up here, and I'm going to be throwing a pizza in pretty soon. She'll be showing up, and we're going to have dinner and probably sit down and talk a little bit and stuff. Let her talk about what's all happened today and everything. So I invite you guys to support if you can. Share. It's a must. Please share on your social media. And let's get this thing out. I'm going to send them a message and say, hey, listen, take this donation up a little higher. I was going to do this a little bit more, but I didn't want to cap it out and close the thing or something before you guys got a chance to do this. So there you go. Just a short little video. And just a little warning for guys. Be careful out there. And I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night. And if you're not, you can always try it again tomorrow.